Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today inshallah I will show you how to draw the maxillary first molar. Okay, number one, concerning the buccal aspect, first of all I'm going to take my crown length. It will be 30 millimeters, then the root is 48 millimeters, then make my cervical line, go here for the slopes. I should mark where is my mesial slope, where is my distal slope. The distal is longer, so I will have 3 millimeters in the carving, multiply by 4 here, it will be 12 milli, and may take your slope line here for the mesial, it is 2 millimeters, so take 8 milli and mark your line denoting the slopes. Okay, then after that I'm going to take here my mesiodistal dimension at the cervical line. It will be 16 and 16. On the slope lines I will going to take my mesiodistal dimension at the crown, which will be 20 and 20. Okay, then here again make your intercuspal distance from the midline 10 and 10. So in the first step at the neck, second step at the slopes, third points at the intercuspal distance at the cusp tip. Then you're going to join these points. Mesial outline almost will be straight, as you see, between the 16 and 20 point. Then make the contact area here rounded, as you know. Okay, go straight over the cusp tip. Type. This is the point where I will join my mesio-buccal cusp. The mesio-buccal cusp equal to the disto-buccal? No, mesio-buccal is greater. Greater with how many millimeters? Just from the midline, go about 2 millimeters here and put your buccal groove. Okay, so this is my buccal groove, not in the midline. It will be 2 millimeters distal to it. Why? To increase the size of the mesio-buccal cusp. So after I make here straight, convex straight, go straight here for the other slope of the mesio-buccal cusp. Concerning the distal, it will be convex. Okay, till the contact area, continue convex and make your cusp slopes. Then join here again this buccal cusp, buccal groove, separating the two buccal cusps. As I told you, it may end in a pit or it may radiate into two small developmental grooves. Okay, the developmental groove, this is my buccal groove, and into terminal grooves like you see, and this is my buccal pit. Okay, type concerning, so I have straight mesial outline, convex distal outline. My cervical line will be convex root-wise, but slightly convex. Don't make it so deeply convex like this. No, it's slightly convex. After that, I'm going to take what? I'm going to take my forcation area. I know it is 4 millimeters in the carving, but here in the drawing I will multiply by 4, so it will be 16 millimeters. From the cervical line, I take 16 millimeters and mark my forcation. I want to make my roots. I have 3 roots, 2 buccal, mesio-buccal and disto-buccal. Then the palatal will appear in the background. I will go here concave, and in the middle part of the root I will go again here the other direction. Take care that my curvature here of the root should extend where? Should extend with the mesio-buccal cusp tip, or it can go slightly here to end with the buccal groove. Okay, no problem, but this is my proper curvature. Okay, after that go again internally and join to the forcation area. Concerning the disto-buccal, I will do the same, slightly concave then convex. Okay, here take care, my disto-buccal root is shorter than my mesio-buccal root, so here below my end of the mesiobuccal root, go 4 millimeter to make my end of the distal buccal. Then go again and draw the other side of the line, okay? Then in the background, I'm going to make my palatal root. So this will be my buccal aspect. Concerning the lingual aspect, I will have the same measurements of the slopes, mesial and distal. Here 16 also, here 20, and here again from the midline, okay? I will not here use my midline to have my 10 and 10. As you see, I have my lingual groove separating the lingual surface into here. If I have here the area 3/5, and this will be 2/5, okay? So if I imagine that I'm dividing the lingual side into 5 equal parts, 3 of them will go for the mesiolingual and 2 will go for the distolingual. So my lingual groove will not be almost in the middle here, no. If I took here 2 millimeters, here you can have 4 millimeters away from the midline. This 4 millimeters away will make here 3/5 and this 2/5, and put your lingual groove. Then join. Your distolingual cusp will be almost all over, like you see, convex. Here in the mesiolingual, if you remember in the theoretical part, we say that the mesial outline make right angle with the mesial slope like this. This here should be right angle, and here make an obtuse angle between the two slopes of the mesiolingual cusp. So my distal outline will be convex all over, making a semicircle like this. My mesial will be straight and make 90 degrees with the mesial slope. Between the mesial slope and the distal slope of the mesiolingual cusp, I have an obtuse angle, okay? Then here will be my lingual groove. Concerning the cervical line, will be again slightly convex toward the root. Then don't forget that I have my characteristic feature, which is the carabelli. Carabelli, I will go here about 6 millimeters, and from 6 to 8 millimeters here, go down from the mesiolingual cusp tip and mark a new rounded cusp like this. It will be located where? On my key, which is my mesiolingual cusp, the largest cusp, occupying 3/5 of the lingual side, having the carabelli, okay? From this aspect, I can see my lingual groove. Then the buccal grooves in the background. Why I can see them? Because they are curved, okay? So my apex here of the lingual root, first of all, I'm going to draw it like a cone, like this, with blunt apex. Then this apex should be directed, as you see, in the center of the tooth, or it may have some distal inclination like this to end with the lingual groove. Both are right. And if I make my root like this, to make my apex with the lingual groove, it is right. If it is centered also, it is right. Let us return back to our drawing. Don't forget that I have my developmental depression here extending on the lingual root. From the background, I can make the longer mesiobuccal and the shorter distobuccal seen in the background. Concerning the proximal side, first of all, I'm going to take my height of contour. As you know, one will be in the cervical third, one will be in the half of the crown length. Then you can begin your measurement here. Buccolingual dimension at the neck will be 20 and 20. Here it is 22 and 22. Join from this point to make your cervical ridge convex. Then after that you can make it here slightly concave. Why? Again, due to the presence of this buccal bit, right? So it can be expressed here as a depression. From this point, you can go straight. Concerning the lingual part, I will take it all over, convex, right? If I continue, okay, but don't make it so clear why I'm going here to have my carabelli, making an indentation in the lingual side like this, then go from this point straight to the cusp tip. I have here my intercuspal distance will be 12 and 12. Okay, so convex, concave, straight, all over convex, stand before the end by 4 millimeters and go for this carabelli and then go straight. Okay, then I will join here my cusps from the proximal side. Here below the cusps I have my mesial marginal ridge, which is slightly convex toward the root. Slightly convex toward the root. Then I have my mesial contact area. Again, as I'm in a posterior tooth, my contact area is usually buccally shifted. Okay, not in the center. It is shifted buccally, and it is usually located between the occlusal and middle third. This will be the location of the contact area. Go for your cervical line. It will be again convex, but not towards the root. It will be towards the crown. It's convexity toward the crown. How many millimeters I can join to measure to join this line? About 2 to 3 millimeters. Normally in the carving it is less than 1 millimeter, about 0.5. So here it can be 2 millimeters and go like this, connecting your cervical line. From the mesial aspect, I can see how many roots. I can see 2 roots. The mesiobuccal root, which is the broadest root. Then I have my palatal root, which has the banana shape. Okay, how can I do it? First of all, go up with a point 12 millimeters. This is the bifurcation. In the middle? No, not in the middle. It should be shifted from the midline. Shifted by how many? Again, if you see here, this is my root trunk. 2/3 of the root trunk is for the mesiobuccal root. Okay? And 1/3 will be for the palatal root. So stay away from the midline by about 4 millimeters. Put your point and away here from the cervical line by 12 millimeter. This will be your forcation area. Go here straight like this. Take care that your mesiobuccal apex here should be in line with what? The mesiobuccal cusp. The apex of the root mesially, it flushes with the mesiobuccal cusp. Then go, as you see, like a cone shape like this, and draw your mesiobuccal root. Concerning the palatal root, start here to make your banana shape, go inside concave, then convex. But this convexity, again, should flush with what? With the lingual outline of the crown. If I extend the line like this, it should extend till this area. Don't make it more, don't make it less. Less is wrong, more is wrong. Okay, the curvature should match the curvature of the crown. Then go inside to do your apex. Here my apex again should be in line with what? With my mesiolingual root. Okay, don't make it here, don't make it so curved here. No, it should be like this, so that I can go and join my line to the forcation I have detected before. Okay. Concerning the distal outline, I will do the same. This is my dimension at the neck. This is my dimension at the crown. Here my cervical third. This is my half of the crown. Okay. Distally, I will draw the same way the outline I can see. this will be my mesial outline. The distal outline, I know that I have distal convergency, these two buccal here more great, right? From the distal side, this means that the distal side here is smaller. I know that the distal side is usually smaller. And also what? Buccal, these two buccal convergency. So from the distal aspect, I will see my distal outline, and in the background, I will see my mesial outline. Type, I will draw, first of all, my mesial outline exactly like that. After that, I'm going to do my smaller outline inside, which is the distal outline. The difference between the mesial and the distal, mainly here I have almost a straight cervical line, and I have sharply curved marginal ridge. My distal marginal ridge is sharply curved, not slightly curved like in the mesial. Also, it is more cervically located. Its position is more cervically located than the mesial, so I can see part of the occlusal side. Here I can see, here I can see part of the occlusal. Why? Because my distal marginal ridge is more cervically located. Now, this is concerning the crown. Concerning the root, I'm going to draw my mesio-buccal root again, but take care here. My forcation, as I told you, stay away here about 5 to 6 millimeters to take your wide base for the mesio-buccal and distal-buccal roots here. Then go up by 20. In the carving it is 5, right? I multiply by 4, it will be 20. So measure 20 millimeter for longer forcation, and here stay away from the midline by 6 millimeters. Okay, draw your outer mesio-buccal and a shorter distal-buccal in the front. This will be appearing in the background, and the shorter root, which is the distal-buccal, will appear in the front. Then go for your palatal root as general, no problem. Again, your apex should match here with the cusps, and draw it as a banana shape, as you know. So my broadest cusp is the mesio-buccal, my banana shape is the palatal, my shortest and the smallest root will be the distal-buccal. When I see it from the distal aspect, it appears to be shorter and thinner, so I can see 3 roots. How many roots I can see? 3 roots from the distal aspect. Concerning the occlusal outline, I told you that my occlusal outline is rhomboid. So first of all, let us draw it together. Here I have mainly I will draw one buccolingual line, okay, longer than the mesiodistal. Why? Because the buccolingual dimension in the upper molars are greater than the mesiodistal dimension, which is the opposite of the mandibular. After that, I'm going to do what? First of all, I'm going to draw. Rhomboid means what? I have 2 acute and 2 obtuse angles. My 2 acute angles, first of all, I will draw like this, rhomboid. With my buccolingual dimension greater than the mesiodistal dimension, right? This is my rhomboid. After I make my rhomboid shape like this, I should determine which is the faces I have. How can I determine them? I told you I have 2 obtuse angles, 2 acute angles, right? The obtuse angles, I'm going to use it for the large cusps. My largest cusp is the mesiolingual cusp. So this will be my lingual side, this will be my buccal side. And this will be my mesial, this will be my distal. How can I determine? Again, according to the angle. Here my greatest angle, the obtuse angles, will be located in the largest cusp. My key cusp is the mesiolingual, right? So this will be this lingual and this mesial. So after that, if this mesial, this will be distal. If this lingual, this will be the buccal. Type. Okay, great. Don't forget that I have a distal-buccal convergence, right? So in this area, I'm going to make my line going like this. This is my distal-buccal convergence. I have here in the buccal side how many cusps? I have 2 cusps, right? These 2 cusps are called mesiobuccal and distobuccal, which is greater the mesiobuccal. So bring a line here which determine the, of course, if this is my buccal side, here if I have this my midpoint, just increase 1 millimeter to make your buccal groove. This buccal groove will go down, separating the 2 buccal cusps. Till where? Till the central groove. يبقى the buccal groove I meet the central groove in the central fossa here. Okay, here I have my mesial marginal ridge followed by mesial triangular fossa. طيب, so my buccal cusp, my buccal groove separate the 2 buccal cusps, mesiobuccal and distobuccal. As you see, my mesiobuccal is greater. Then I go down for my mesial side. This will be my mesiolingual cusp. As I told you, it is the largest cusp. So here I divided 1 millimeter away from the midline, right? But here in the lingual side, if this is my midline or midpoint I have in the lingual side, go 4 millimeters like this and mark your lingual groove to separate the 2 lingual cusps. Right. The lingual groove will meet what? Will meet, here I have my distal, here this is my mesial marginal ridge, this is my distal marginal ridge, followed by distal triangular fossa, the same way I'm used to do. Then I have here the distal oblique groove. The distal oblique groove will join the lingual groove. So here I have, again, this is 2/5 of the length of the lingual side. This will be 3/5, okay? The distal oblique groove will meet the lingual groove where? In the other major fossa, which is called distal oblique fossa. So I have central fossa where the buccal meet the central. I have the distal oblique will join the lingual at the distal elongated fossa. Okay, so here I will have my distolingual cusp, which is the smallest cusp. This is distolingual. The smallest have a semicircular appearance like this, as you see like this. And here I have my mesiolingual cusp, the largest cusp. My triangular ridges of each cusp, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have here the lingual, the mesiolingual with the distobuccal forming my oblique ridge, right? This triangular ridge, like this, will meet here the other triangular ridge, forming the oblique ridge. So my triangular ridges will be directed toward each other in this way, to join each other, forming the oblique ridge. But what about the direction of the triangular ridge of the mesiobuccal? It will be looking straight forward like this, parallel to the triangular ridge of this one. And this triangular ridge will be parallel to that one, as you see. And those are looking, facing each other. Take care, there is an important note from the beginning of the year. We tell what? That the mesiolingual cusp is the only cusp that has 2 triangular ridges, not 1 triangular ridge as every cusp. Here I have in the mesiolingual of the first molar 2 triangular ridges. One will be directed like this to form the oblique ridge. The other will have it like this, looking to the other triangular ridge of the mesiobuccal. So the mesiolingual cusp will have 2 triangular ridges, very important and new addition, okay? Every cusp is 1 triangular ridge except my mesiolingual cusp of the first molar. One of the triangular ridges will face the other distobuccal triangular ridge to make the oblique ridge, and here the other one will face the mesiobuccal triangular ridge. Here don't forget that the oblique ridge is cut by transverse groove of the oblique ridge. So this is my buccal groove, this is my central groove, this is my central fossa, this is my distal triangular fossa, this is my mesial triangular fossa, this is my lingual groove, right? this one, and this will be the distal elongated fossa, and this is my mesiolingual cusp. This is my transverse groove of oblique ridge. So when I told you to label, you should know all the details as we are making here.